I know it doesn't look it, but I am doing better today. I woke up not like this. I went to the gym. To be honest, I didn't really enjoy it. I don't know, the gym's not really my first choice of something to do anyway. But reading your guys' messages through on Instagram who watched the first video, it means so much. I just received a message from a friend that just literally just had me in tears, because it's really hard to put this out, but I don't know, I'm really glad that I am at the same time. You don't have to feel embarrassed with this kind of stuff. I feel like a lot of people hold quite a bit of shame and embarrassment around it, because I don't want people to betray them in a certain way or be judged. Some people could say that I'm attention seeking right now. That is so far from the truth. It's just some people will pluck up the courage to share more than others, and the ones that actually do, they do a lot for other people. You think of who, I don't know, when you've gone through a rough time and you've gone and YouTubed or searched something to do with mental health, and then you've gone and watched someone share on their journey. I know I've done it in the past, and yeah, it will be crazy to look back on these videos as well.
But no, I just have to keep it real. I've just got to be real with it, and yeah. It's scary, but it's just what you said. It's not giving a fuck about what people say. The right people will see it and it'll help them, and anyone else that doesn't get it, fuck them. And I've done it before, I can do it again.
Just a little bit of a recap of my day. It was actually quite a good day. I had a catch up with my friend T over in Bali, and then Wilder came round and we had honestly the most delicious dinner ever, and then ate a whole bunch of cookies. The night, not so good. This morning was a lot better. I didn't wake up as I don't know, I didn't wake up with that gut-wrenching, just full, I don't even know what you'd call it, full over all body, just gut-wrenching, I don't even know if you'd call it sadness. Tonight was definitely hard. I just feel very numb. Just had a bit of a conversation around things, and just it's so hard when you just really, really want clarity and you just have no idea kind of what's going on, and you're trying your best to express yourself, and the other person just doesn't want to have a bar of it. Especially when it's someone that you've gone through a lot with and stuck by them. When they're in dark places, all the best, as best as I could have. But yeah, my cat, he's got my back, and he sleeps with me every night. I should literally be asleep. I'm so tired. I didn't go to sleep till 2:30. And this is how I wake up as well, just my body's just so, and my brain's just so, I don't even know how to explain it. It's crazy, like how your body reacts to like how upset and like on edge. Like you're so upset that like your whole body and brain's just like on edge. I'm so tired and I won't be able to go back to sleep. Bit of a tough day today, but also a good day. I'm just on my way up to Auckland. I decided to bring the rats and then the cat's somewhere down there. So I'm just going to drop him off at his actual owner's, and then yeah. Oh, here he is. Like, where are you, cat? Looking out the window. I don't know if you can see him. Oh, here he is, looking out the window. Oh, there you go. Go get the chickens. Where's the chickens? Come on then. Okay, so day 4. Mornings are like the hardest part, I swear. I went to bed at maybe like 3 a.m. and woke up at like 7:30, so I'm so tired. Like the night before I only got like 3 hours sleep. Got a little bit more last night, but yeah, I just feel really tired. I feel like mornings are like the hardest, but I'm gonna go for a walk. Exercise has like, it's actually been huge. Also last night I caught up with my girlfriend who I met back at the start of 2020 through, you know, my previous affiliate marketing company, and I'm actually going to restart that again and just chip away at it. Because when I look back at 2020, also I don't even know if I've already like said this, because I'm not going through and looking back over my videos, just because I just want them to just be as in real time and just as fucking real, to be honest, as possible. But looking back at my business that I had in 2020, and like this business has had my back hard. Like what I did in 2019 and 2020 has literally had my back hard, where yeah, it hasn't paid me much like last year and this year, but it has paid me enough to get by. And for that, like, fuck, I'm so grateful. But anyway, looking back at 2020 and 2019, like, I don't know, just be so careful where you're putting your time and energy. Like I feel, and I would see this over the years as well, it's always been a thing that I've observed, and it's just how I feel. Like some people can put way too much into their partner and prioritize them so hard that they forget about what they need to be focusing on themselves. And it's not to say like, you know, don't have your partner and things, because at the same time I'm like, if you're in a relationship, you do have to, you know, prioritize and make time for them as well. It's all about, you know, finding that balance. But I do wish that I just didn't give it as much time and energy. But then in saying that, you know, we all learn, and then it's like, I might look back and think, like, this could be in a totally different situation if I had done that, and I could think to myself, oh, I wish that I did put more time and energy into it. So I don't know, maybe I'm just fully contradicting myself. But now, like, now being very much on my like own, I just wish that I had built it up a whole lot more. And I wish, but it's also like a lesson learned. I had to kind of go through all of that. I wish that I had finished it off a bit more. So financially, you know, I had my back a lot more this year. Because this year has been hard. Yeah. But anyway, I caught up with her. It brought, yeah, just jumping on, brought up a lot of like emotions. She's going through a very similar sort of thing in terms of like she's not too sure like what she wants to do. All she knows is, you know, she wants to be financially in a place where she can go do, be all the things. And she's very passionate about like, you know, empowering women and shit like that, which I think is really cool. But yeah, I hope this isn't too TMI and hope it's okay I'm sharing this too, but I feel like there's a lesson learned in it, you know. But she's been, you know, an entrepreneur or self-employed entrepreneur for a couple of years since she had also left the affiliate marketing. She left like, you know, closely after me, but she had built it to a stage where like the real money happens. And she was kind of thinking, you know, well, I don't know, she had her thoughts around it. And she's also thinking of coming back to it a little bit as well. And, you know, doing it in a different way because we've had so much growth over that time that we've been away from it. But coming back and doing it in a way that's, you know, more aligned to who she is now. Because let's just say we learned a lot of lessons when we were in amongst it. Oh, well, from when we were in amongst it, and we've had a lot of like reflection over it. There was a quote as well, and I'm going to try to think about it on my walk, what she had said, and then share it with you guys. But yeah, sometimes like we get so carried away or so far ahead or whatever, and then the universe almost kind of just sets us back to our roots a little bit. I don't know, that's just what I'm getting with all of this. And kind of gets us to finish off a little bit of what we had started. And we just needed those lessons in between to realize. And then, I don't know. I also, funnily enough, my friend from Bali, who I met back in 2018, I actually met her through network marketing when I did isogenics. Yep, I used to do isogenics. And that's a story in itself. But she just randomly rang me last night too, and we spent like 3.5 hours or something talking. And I don't know, like, what's going on? Like, how we're just really reconnecting and we're drawn to one another. And it's just kind of that coming back to, I don't know, certain things. And I had a real good conversation with her. I actually want to have her on one time to share her story. So back in 2019, she left everything here in New Zealand. She left everything here in New Zealand, like her house, her boyfriend, literally everything here in New Zealand, and moved over to, like, had a one-way ticket to Bali, and she's lived there ever since. Yeah. I don't know, it's crazy. I'm gonna go for a walk. Yeah, anyway. This is one of my favorite places here in New Zealand. I'll show you guys a little bit. It's just a little beach house. Maybe I'll show you guys down by the lake when I go for my walk. Yeah, well, I definitely will. I really want to share this. It's like, this place means a lot to me. Gosh, and it's really hard. Fuck. It's really hard because, oh, my Instagram's trying to talk to me. It's really hard, like, just going everywhere. And like last night, my friend Kelly was saying, you know, just get out of the house and, you know, help take your mind off things. But it's like everywhere I go just brings up so much. Like, it's so different being here in this batch that I love, but it's going to be completely different from now because, yeah, it's just going to be completely different because it's not going to have, like, I just won't be able to share it with the same person. You know, we're not going to walk down to the cafe down the road to go buy wine and eat pizza and eat fries, and that was like my favourite thing to do with someone else. And then, you know, just come back here, chill, lie in the sun on the deck. Or like at night, I remember we had pulled out the mattress, put it on the deck and just looked up at the stars, and I don't know, just all that cheesy shit. Won't be bringing the dog and the cat back here like we did in the past. Yes, the cat came along and the cat actually loved it. He's such a good boy, the cat. Yeah, I feel like this is going to be a long YouTube video. Right, let's go for the walk. Oh, cute. Just like a little thought too. Fuck, this is honestly going to be such a random YouTube. It's even quite a bit of a wake-up call, and it's quite hard to even look at myself like in the camera because I'm honestly so tired, and I can see it like so much in my face, especially like my skin. But anywho, like even this spot here, it was only a year ago. Thank you. Yeah, like a year ago or whatever. I was playing for Iris right there. Fuck. But literally all I want this to be is just fully unfiltered. Literally me just like being able to speak my mind. Like sometimes we just don't do that because, I don't know, there might be shame around it and stuff. Like I even was going through that before I uploaded the first video. But it's so nice. Like, whatever your belief is about something is going to be the truth or the reality for you. Like, actually think about that. So, this sounds so fucking weird, but it's my favourite, and like, I reckon it's a funny example. Me and T, my friend T, like both believed this at one stage. And we believed that if you drank celery juice, like consistently or like every day or regularly, you would become very wealthy and rich. And no shit, like I don't know for her, but for me, in that like period of time, it legitimately like worked. But it worked because I had so much belief in that. And where did I pick up that belief? Where did I adopt that belief from? This chick that I used to follow, who was like, you know, doing affiliate marketing as well, and she had created like crazy success. So I thought, okay, if I do what she does, I hate celery juice, it's disgusting. If I do what she does, I can create success. And you know, success does leave clues. Who knows, it could have done something like raised my frequency in my body to meet the frequency to bring in more money, or like whatever it was. So yeah, it's crazy. Honestly, your beliefs on certain things, I'm not going to go into the whole, I'm not going to try to explain it from like a, I don't know, neuroscience or whatever the fuck you call it. I'm not going to try to explain it from that point. But yeah, it's so fucking true. I love this area. Like, look at that batch, and there's some really nice batches around here too. But just on the point of that belief thing, it is like, it's so true. And also, like, you know, the belief in who you are. So like, I just think back to it and it's all like just coming back. So my belief in like who I was, like my identity that I like would take on was like, I am like a successful, wealthy person that like fucking gets it done. And like it literally reflected in my, you know, external reality, where I would bring in I would bring in and attract the things that I did want. Because you're listening to too much Joe Dispenza again. But it's really helping. But your beliefs, like your beliefs and thoughts will affect, you know, your behaviour and what you do. Your beliefs and thoughts will affect, like, you know, your emotions, and your emotions will affect your behaviour and like your actions. And you can't tell me that if someone believes that they can't do something, you know, what kind of emotion is that going to sort of like trigger with them? Like, if they continuously think they can't do it, it's too hard, and they're not good enough to be able to do it, well, obviously they're going to show up, or like they're going to have completely different emotions, and they're going to show up in a way that's completely different to the person that believes they can do it. Has, you know, because obviously their emotions are going to be different, and their patterns of thinking or their way of thinking is going to be completely different. So the way that those two different people show up, because they have different, you know, beliefs and thoughts around, it could be the exact same thing. It's going to be so different, but you can always change your beliefs and your thoughts to serve you. Like, it can seem real hard because everything in your external reality can tell you otherwise, but it literally comes from that core part, and you just have to kind of like exercise that. It's like going to the gym, you know, you're not going to get, I don't know, you're not going to hit your weight loss goal in one day. You've got to be consistent, and you've got to, yeah, you just have to rewire those thoughts and things like that. So I've walked up here, we came all the way, and now we're here. Okay, so it's Saturday, a little bit hungover, but had like such a good night last night. Okay, so it's Saturday, a little bit hungover from last night, went out and yeah, had a bit of fun, and it's the first time I've gone out in a long time, but I actually woke up today feeling like, yeah, kind of a little bit hungover and a little bit still drunk, but oh, not really, not that drunk. I was pretty sober last night. But it's crazy how, and I've been thinking about, I'm like, fuck, exercise, getting out and actually doing things for yourself, and like changing your, you know, not everything, but just making changes to, in ways of like how you're thinking, and kind of like how I was sharing as well in this video, you know, your beliefs and things like that. So like it is sad seeing, you know, old photos and thinking of like memories, and there's a lot of things that like I'm reminded of that make me upset, but I'm actually feeling like really good today, and I'm actually just so open to whatever's going to happen from now on, and I feel very expansive with that. I hope that ever makes sense. but I feel like that has to be left behind. I said to myself not long ago too, like, I'm ready for the next like big thing. I feel like there's something coming, but I'm gonna have to let go of things in my life before that can, you know, come to fruition, or for me to kind of move forward in that direction. Yeah, I'm just trying to get my thoughts outspoken, but yeah, I don't know. Also, just like not even caring what people think. So I started OnlyFans, and I'm really going to. I started it for about 3 weeks, for a little bit, before I had gone to Bali, and I saw the potential with it, but there was just the whole idea of you can't do it because it's not, I don't know, professional, you won't be taken seriously, things like that, or, you know, people have this perception around it, and it's like, that's on you, man. Like, the right people will stick by you and love you for who you are, like, and they're not going to judge you based on, like, you know, what you choose to do. Obviously there's going to be kind of like, some people won't be aligned with it, and like, you know, that's okay, but yeah. Oh, I had my first like collab, I guess, last night with my friend, and it was just not, I don't know, I was so nervous. I've like never done anything like that before. If you want to see like what we did do, you'll have to sign up. I'm not answering that question. Yeah, and it was just like, it was kind of empowering, really, and it just changed my mind about a lot of things as well that we see and kind of maybe think it's like taboo, or yeah. So yeah, feeling really good. This is kind of like the view. I'm at my friend's here up in Auckland, and I've asked her to pick up some cacao on the way home. I literally feel like drinking cacao, sitting in the sun. There's some like rocks and crystals over there, and I haven't done that in a long time. I also haven't listened to certain music in a long time, and I've been playing it all morning while I've just like cleaned the house, and it's been really refreshing. I honestly feel like going for like a hike or like doing yoga. The last couple of years I never had any interest in like exercising. I like feel like I want to go for a walk. I feel like wanting to go for a hike. Like, I feel like sitting and reading and just, I don't know, things change so much. Yeah. Also with that, this is going to be the end of the video, I've connected with a friend who I, you know, didn't speak to 2 years, and I think like all these little synchronicities and like reconnecting, it's all like almost kind of all reconnecting back to like myself, because I lost sight of that for so long. Yeah.